So I'm an Apprenticeship Ambassador, and my name's Robert Chegwooden, and I'm an Apprentice AV Engineer, which is audio-visual. I just abbreviated to AV in the rest of the apprenticeship, just in the rest of the presentation, just to make it a little bit more brief. And I work for a company called RCS Professional in Watford, and they're an audio-visual and home automation company, so we put sort of, technology in people's homes to make living easier and more fun. So about me, I'm originally from South Africa, as you can most surely hear by now. And I moved over here in April last year. And one sentence that describes me almost completely, almost everything about me, is that I like making things. And by making, I mean creating as well. So some of the hobbies I've had are drawing, making music, web design, creating websites, programming little things, little games and things like that, and putting together audiovisual equipment and things to put in people's homes. The benefits of being an apprentice. At the end of the course, you get a qualification. So you're not just spending a year doing just sort of getting a little bit of experience in the workplace. You've actually got something that if you decide to do something else afterwards, you have something that you can take forward that means something afterwards.
Hello everyone, my name is Tom King. I'm an IT apprentice from Apprenticeships College. First I'm going to tell you about myself. I'm 19, turned 20 this year. I went to Standard School, what is actually a mathematics and computing college. There I was meant to do IT BTEC, but they thought I wasn't smart enough, so I did like a sub-course called Plate. And I did that. That's like where you have to step by step for Word, PowerPoint, all Microsoft Office programs. Anyway, I managed to finish that in half a year. So they said, well, I might as well do the BTEC course. I completed that as well, so I actually have a BTEC and a CLEC course within 1 year because I did it too fast. I went on to do animal care at Apprenticeship College because I didn't get much choice from college. It was college or uni, or sixth form for me. I just chose college. Thought I like animals. Give it a go. I did the first one, thought it weren't that good, but the second one included like farm animals or more manual labour. So I did that, thought it was alright, didn't enjoy it, and so I thought, you know what, I have to actually plan my life out. So I thought I really enjoy computers and IT and gaming, so I thought I'd look for an IT course. Managed to convince Apprenticeship College to put me to IT course, but more my thing was taking computers apart, fixing them, security, bit of programming, web designing, some bits with graphic design for like leaflets, so I did that. After that I turned 19, so college to do level 3 unit level was about £4 grand, and at that time I didn't have money to do a £4 grand course. So I actually looked around for an IT apprentice, what my teacher said it would be good for me. Anyway, I came along in ITP, had an interview, they liked me, got on, and I ended up working at Apprenticeship College in the end. And that was actually quite good for me, so I enjoyed that.
Hi, I'm Shreya Sara. I'm an IT apprentice in Royal National Orthopaedic Hospital, NHS, it's an NHS trust. And I'm an IT Apprenticeship Ambassador. I went to Financial School Academy and did my GCSE there. Then went to sixth form, and I studied for like 3 or 4 months around, but then had to go to Pakistan because my little brother was sick, and I had to go with him because, no idea why. So then when I came back, they told me that I can't carry on because it's too much work and the deadline was already due. So they said to try next year. So when I tried next year, they didn't have enough people doing the course. They needed at least 10 people, and with me including the rest, there was 9. So they told me to do it in West Herts College. So I went there, and I couldn't do it there because I didn't have enough qualifications or equivalent to anything. So, because the school one's a bit different, and they were allowed to carry on. Okay, so then I went to Youth Connection, and they suggested that I log into the apprenticeship website and create an account and just look for an apprenticeship and do it, because I'll just remember. And because they said that I'll get you paid, I'll get a qualification, work experience, and I will also develop my learning skills, so communication skills as well. So I agreed, so I just logged on and created an account and I kept on applying for apprenticeships. In the meantime, while I was doing that, I went to Pimmin training and I did my functional skills there. I thought I might do maths and English, but I did my maths, level 2, which I completed successfully. I had to wait for like 2 months or 3 for the results. So English I couldn't do because by the time I was doing English, I got a call from Jeremy, the NITP staff, and said, will I be interested in an apprenticeship? So I said, yeah. And after a week I did an interview with him, and he said, I mean, later on that day he called me and said, you're accepted for the apprenticeship. Do you want to start next week or carry on? So I said, yeah.
I'm an IT systems developer for BRE. Yep, and I do all sorts of programming. I do some of their website, I do something else. About me. I've been interested in IT since I was a kid. My first experience with a computer was with this, it was like one of these machines, but in 2002, in my IT room back at primary school? No, infants, I think. And then ever since 2006, that's when I actually got a computer for myself. I've been fiddling around with it, breaking it, fixing it. And then since I started work, I've been a programmer, which I always put the wrong thing. But benefits of being an apprentice. Well, the most obvious one is being paid whilst learning. That you get a lot of workplace experience, you get paid whilst learning. You get a lot of hands-on learning, which was something I was never good at school. It was all very theory, and that was sometimes too much for me, and I find I wouldn't pay attention, and then I would end up being one of those people that like, what they say, what they say. And ever since I started doing more practical work, it's been sinking more, and I find I've learned more skills, and I get paid whilst learning. I have achieved, since starting, I've learned more about the C# programming language. I've been handling difficult situations. That sounds a bit weird, but when I was in school, you'd have these lessons about all the things you expect from a workplace, like, this unusual thing will occur, this, that. And it was either overblown, like, I remember going for an interview and it wasn't as bad as my school made out to be, and then there was a situation where a lot of workers were off and someone needed to maintain part of the website that everyone was off to maintain. And that was very difficult to do because you've got the management looking down on you, it's like, come on, you've got to get this done. And that was something I was never taught, but ever since I've been doing an apprenticeship, it's one of the things you learn to handle. And staying awake during meetings, that's definitely the most difficult bit I found, is those meetings where you're just drifting, and then you learn to stay awake from them.